Hi, welcome to Golden Years. I'm Lori Betts, and this month my special guest is Father Bob Stec, our pastor of St. Ambrose Parish here in Brunswick. So come on back and we're going to hear all the good that is happening at our parish.
Gracias. Thank you.
What's wrong, mijo?
Donating to a pet's medical care can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Father Bob, thank you for joining me today.
Lori, great to be with you. Thank you for your invitation.
Yes, and I am just so impressed with St. Ambrose and how everything just falls into place. That is such a busy, busy parish. And how long have you been there?
So I've been there 17 years.
Wow, does time fly?
And I think, Lori, to the busyness and to the activity, we are just, the whole Brunswick Hills region here, we are just so blessed with incredible people. There's such a goodness about our families and the family values that are here. A couple of years ago, I was asked to kind of like represent Brunswick in Cleveland Magazine, and there was all kinds of different cities there, like Chagrin Falls, for example, and Medina, and here's Brunswick. And each of us had to say, like, what is best? So Chagrin Falls, well, we have the falls. And Medina, we have the square. And when it came to me for Brunswick, you know what I said? I said, what do we have as Brunswick? We have the best people. They are kind, thoughtful, helpful, caring, compassionate, family-minded, community-minded, service-minded. And so some of the activity that you see even at just St. Ambrose is just really just a representation indicative of such a wonderful, wonderful community filled with amazing people like yourself. You know, I share with you even before we came on air, I mean, just, you know, God bless you. I mean, you have long been, you're only 29, I know that, but you have long been such a supporter of the whole community. And it's on that foundation that we continue to welcome more people into the local community, into our parish community, and we do great work together for the Lord.
It's teamwork.
Yeah, very
It's
much
just
so.
wonderful. And it's collaboration. So when someone has an idea, everyone feeds on each other and they make it happen.
Right. We, every year at this time, we kind of spend time like reflecting on what do we need to do? And so for us as a parish community, we've been doing this think tank thing. And if you know anything about St. Ambrose, it's already a pretty active, vibrant place. So, and yeah, we put it out to all of our members, like share your best idea, not a big idea, just your best idea. Like as you reflect, Holy Mary, Mother of God. I mean, just, you know, in the first couple of days we got, you know, like 18 pages, single spaced of ideas, thoughts, things that people are thinking about that we can continue to do both as a church and as a local community to be a better place. And I mean, just what a great thing. I mean, you talk about, for us as a people of faith, I would say that it's really the Spirit of God alive and stirring people's minds and hearts. How do we work better together? How do we do more to build up the body of Christ? How do we do more and take care of more people in their moments of need? And just really wonderful.
But as busy as you are, and with Father Andrew too, when we have a certain phone call coming in, and it's like you have to capture that moment, you have to help that parishioner or non-parishioner right then and there, you guys stop. I mean, and you guys take the moment and you either talk to them or you help them get through what they're going through.
Right. So for all of us, you know, you could see it as an interruption in the day. But isn't it a blessing when God keeps interrupting our day? And if every person is a child of God and everybody has different needs and concerns, in that moment, that child of God, is it an interruption or is it an opportunity to encounter the Lord and encounter God's grace? And so I mean, you know this, you've seen this at St. Ambrose. I mean, I can barely make it across the parking lot. That's wonderful.
Oh, terrific.
Right? It's
oh, yeah.
wonderful, right? And that's how do we work together to continue to take care of each other, and again, to see each other as a child of God, and so that when we're interrupted, it's really God inviting us to an encounter with the Lord.
I said, God brings you two things. If you really believe there is a God up there, he'll get you through anything he puts in front of you. And then you have to say, yes, I'm here for you.
Right.
You know, do what you need to do. Okay, so let's talk about, right before we started, when you said the renovation of the parish. So that set everything back and everything was disrupted.
Right, so 4 years ago at this time, we added on and renovated our church. And so it was a wonderful project that I really think just at that moment has come to express the charisms of our parish community, a light and open and welcoming and vibrant and alive. And from that, I think over the past couple of years, we again got interrupted, if you will, by COVID, right? And I think we're working really hard. I mean, God has blessed us with wonderful members. God has blessed us with new members. And this time really is just a very exciting time for us, Lori. I mean, we are really just rejuvenating our whole community. People joining, people looking for different things. I mean, yourself included, you've come to a different season of your life, right? And so that gives you the freedom to do things that you couldn't do 2 or 10 years ago.
Exactly.
And that's part of the vibrancy. I mean, even just a silly little thing. So post-COVID now, we have our bus trips rolling again.
I was going to bring that up for the seniors.
So wonderful. I mean, we've been sending 3 buses of seniors to different places. I mean, whether it be to Amish country or to a tour stop that led them to wine country and back, or during the season of Lent, we had a great pilgrimage to holy places. Wonderful. And again, as we walk into May and June and July and August, there's wonderful other bus trips of summer places for people to go. And you know, and honestly, I would say this to you and anybody watching: everybody's welcome, right? It's
parishioner or non-parishioner.
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
Nobody checks a card on the way in the bus, right? And it's really just a way of strengthening the bonds of community, strengthening the bonds of friendship, and reminding us, even to you saying yes to the Lord, when you say yes to these different opportunities, it's really just an adventure that God wants all of us to be a part of.
And I was on one of the buses for the gambling trip. And I can't tell you how many people thanked us for putting this on. They had a wonderful day. They enjoyed themselves. They liked the activity with the other people. They got to know, new people. It was very nice.
Right, I think, in some ways the bus trip is the opportunity, if not the excuse, right? I think in a good way. We all want fun things, enjoyable things to do, life-giving things to do. I mean, it's really Christ who continues to call us to a fuller, more abundant life until God honestly calls us home to heaven where we have the fullness of life. So what are these bus trips? For example, they're opportunities to meet new people, to see new things, to journey, just to have a different day. And it's really just a great moment, an excuse to do all those things.
Exactly. And people that want to stay in the house, I mean, they want to get out and they want to be with people.
Right.
So whether they're volunteering, whether they're making those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, how many do we do a week?
We do about 2,500, depending on the week, 2,500 to 2,800 bagged lunches a week. That was something that we started actually in the first weeks of COVID. So when COVID settled in, all the hunger programs across the region, they shut down, right? And yet the need didn't stop. So a safe way to do it was to make these bagged lunches, these peanut butter and jelly lunches with snacks and things. So it started with COVID, and then it's continued out of need. And so shockingly, we are coming upon our 3rd anniversary. If you would have ever said, Brother Bob, is this going to go on for 3 years? I would have laughed at you. But as we're approaching the 3-year mark of cranking out somewhere around 2,500 bagged lunches a week.
And people just bring in all these little snacks to go with it, the cookies, the candies. It's just amazing. They bring in, they put the sandwiches in little bags with smiles on it.
Right, I mean, just beautifully thoughtful. I mean, that goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, Lori, the intense thoughtfulness, the intense goodness of the people of our community, of our region, is just, it's humbling and it's soul stirring. It really is.
It's just wonderful, wonderful. And then Grandpa brought in his grandson from Columbus,
Right.
and they made sandwiches that day.
Right.
So he came up to the counter and he said, "Here's our sandwiches." I mean, and that's something great for a grandchild and a grandpa to do
Very, very,
together.
very intergenerational,
sure,
right? And that's,
sure.
you know, so there are people that come and actually make the sandwiches at St. Ambrose. Some do them at their homes, but first of all, the thoughtfulness that they're doing it, and it's something that everybody can do. And long story short, every one of us have something we can do. For some, it might be peanut butter. For some, it might be singing in the choir. For others, it might be the bus trip. But all of us have a some way. And when we open our hearts and get involved a little bit, we meet wonderful people. We do great work. We use our gifts and talents. We get out of the house. It really is very, very, very life-giving.
Oh, sure. And you share with each other, so you take different things out of different people's minds,
right.
and you just socialize. Socialization
Right.
is
I mean, the chattiness of the peanut butter and jelly squad is just amazing.
phenomenal.
It's
phenomenal.
really good.
Last night I snuck into pickleball.
Crazy, right?
Really?
Crazy.
I mean,
Well,
to
and
see
that's
these
pickleball. So pickleball is a great story of what I think we really try to do at St. Ambrose, right? So I didn't sit in bed one night and think, "Dear God, we should do pickleball," right? But some of our members said, "Can we do pickleball?" Well, why not? So here comes pickleball, and here's the other piece to it. Like even last night when you snuck in, all kinds of different people.
all ages.
So again, some people will do pickleball, some will do bus trips, some will make peanut butter and jelly, some will pray the rosary,
Yoga.
some will do yoga,
And the adoration,
right?
yes.
Some will do adoration, right? There's, you know, and that's really kind of the mind and heart of our community is how do we create enough opportunities? It's never about the number of opportunities. It's enough opportunities so everybody finds a way to connect, engage, and belong. Everybody has a different need. Everybody has a different starting point, young and old alike. So how do we create those connect points? Is it a bus trip? Is it pickleball? Is it making peanut butter and jelly? Whatever it is, a community is going to be best when everybody has a way to connect and belong.
And you have a lot of choices there.
That's the hope, right?
Exactly. New parishioner Cindy, she came in and she started out, she says, "How can I get involved?" So I suggested to do the peanut butter. So she's been doing the peanut butter
Right.
sandwiches. Then she was on the bus trip.
Right?
She did, was it Tai? You had a different dancing. It wasn't belly.
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Zumba.
Zumba.
Well, that's another great story. Zoe, who's probably 28 years
baby.
old, right? She's a member of the parish. She and her fiance Jake are getting ready to get married.
Okay.
She loves Zumba and she loves to instruct Zumba. So her way to participate as a gift was to lead Zumba, and she's taken some classes right now. But in a couple weeks, Zumba's coming back to St. Ambrose.
good,
and
yeah, 'cause they're
again,
asking.
it's just a fun way for people to be alive and to take care of their bodies. That's the other piece to it. Some of it is just also an awareness, like if you're playing pickleball or if you're doing Zumba, it's a way of keeping and taking care of your
Active.
body, staying active. Temple of the Lord that God gave to each of us.
Good words. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back, and I want to talk about some of the great ministries we have.
Okay, great.
Okay?
When they learn something new and you can just see in their faces, it's such an incredible moment. It's those moments that are my favorite.
Guys, cool, look, there's a huge bat up there.
Look at the size of that thing.
Oh, that's truly amazing.
Oh, that reminds me. My favorite show's on Bat tonight. Oh, I gotta go home and watch that.
Welcome back to Golden Years, and I'm interviewing Pastor Bob Stec from St. Ambrose Parish. So one thing I wanted to say, when we were doing COVID, You were one of the few churches that did the mainstream.
Right.
And that is still happening. And so many people love mainstreaming the masses
Right.
because they can't get out of the houses anymore.
Right, so I think we were talking in the first segment about everybody being in a different starting point. So long before COVID was even thought of, when we were renovating the church, we actually worked to put the ability in to stream our services. So thank you God, when COVID came upon us tragically, we were already braced and equipped for that. And when COVID was starting to pass, many people said, please, please, please don't cut this out. And so we've continued as we were going to anyhow, right? Because again, everybody's at a different starting point. So there's a number of our members that physically aren't able to come to church.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
Right? But that doesn't mean we don't want to take care of them and they don't want to stay connected to the community and to prayer. And so streaming, and again, we really want people to come back physically into church, right? There's nothing that beats all of us singing together and responding together
It's amazing.
saying hi and goodbye. I mean, on a typical donut Sunday, we go through about 80 dozen donuts, right?
I'll be there.
Right?
I'll be there.
It's just
I'm checking
phenomenal,
it out.
right? There's nothing that beats the real donut in your hand, but also as a way of taking care of our members and our community, we continue to stream. And again, that was part of the blessing of renovating. We were at the right place at the right time with the right equipment.
God was with you.
Amen, right?
He took you right there.
But we had also wanted to do that. We were doing that already prior to COVID as well. So we were ready to be able to continue to do that.
Perfect. Let's talk about the ministries. There's just so much going on there. And whatever your issue is going on in your life, open up that bulletin. I mean, there is something to do. Like Care and Compassion. I mean, we do like homebound. Okay, so if you have a team that goes out to the home and does the first communion, then they go out to the assisted livings, they go out to the nursing homes. God love them.
Right.
I mean, because those people look for that.
Right, and again, if as we were talking about before, we want to really take care of everybody in their moments of spiritual and pastoral needs. So, even for the people that are joining us today, watching this show, like if you're homebound and would like, somebody to come and pray with you, and if you're Catholic, want to receive Holy Communion, we would love to be able to do that with you and for you, right? If you're in a care facility, we visit all of them, right?
Exactly.
We have wonderful members that do that. If we have a spectrum, so I mentioned before that we're kind of doing this think tank, right? Mm-hmm. And so one of them I read last night was talking about divorce care. And this is what the person said. This is almost verbatim. When I joined the parish, I was introduced to divorce care. And it was a life changer for me.
That's awesome.
What a blessing.
Really.
Right? And again, so we want to try, if you're homebound, we want to try to take care of you, bring you the care and compassion of Christ. If you're struggling with loss because you've lost a loved one, we have grief share. If you're dealing with the loss of a relationship, we have wonderful ministries. We have Stephen Ministry, which it's not counseling, but it's really walking with somebody one-to-one. I mean, so there's a whole spectrum of those pastoral care. We have divorce care for children as well. We have grief programs for children that have lost, family members and loved ones. We do that. I think we do the whole complement of prayer things very well. So we have our weekend services. I think we pray people into heaven in a most beautiful way. And we have adoration. We have the Legion of Mary that does the rosary. We have a beautiful grotto for people to come and reflect. We have outdoor stations. We have indoor stations.
You have it all.
Right? I mean, even as we walk into Holy Week and Easter, full complement. And then I think there's a lot of service things we do. So we've been very involved in partnering with Habitat for Humanity. We have an amazing Catholic Works and Mercy food bank program. Right, we've partnered with the Akron Food Bank as well as our own members to take care of people in our local region. One of the things that really has come upon us over the last year and a half. I mean, since January of 2022, we've helped set up homes. Better said, we have set up homes for over 150 refugee families, so many of them from Afghanistan and Ukraine. And so we have been collecting used furniture and literally setting up houses so when they arrive in the United States, they have a comfortable place to go so that they can kind of settle in and then figure out what they need to do for themselves. So, you know, we do an incredible amount of outreach in Cleveland. Since the pandemic started, we've been taking care of 350 to 400 families a month in Cleveland.
It's amazing.
Right, just trying to create a better world. So we have prayer and worship, we have care and compassion, we have service and outreach, and then we have the community events. So we're coming to the close of our fish fry season, but who doesn't like a good fish fry during Lent, right? So Good Friday will be the last one. Or in June, we have our 4-day summer festival. I mean, just what a wonderful opportunity for the whole community to come together. We are launching, like we've done for the last several summers, a series of summer concerts outside of the festival as well, just to kind of bring us together to enjoy life and friendship and really just in the beauty of the outdoor summer season to give praise and thanks to God.
And the festival is family oriented too.
Right.
So you have things for the young, the middle age, and the music. You know, for your
try to have something for everybody, right? And who doesn't like funnel cakes, right?
Exactly.
Right? Who doesn't like hand cut French fries, right? Who doesn't like homemade stuffed cabbage? I mean, God bless our women's guild. What a faithful.
Oh, they're a busy
right?
group.
Oh my gosh, right? And
the nut rolls and pop seed for this season.
Oh my gosh, right? And so I think if you look at that, like I think we're trying to hit all the key themes, if you will. Our school is thriving as well for our young families. We are very blessed with an amazing CYO sports program. We have the facilities at Ambrose Crossing. We have about 450 kids that were involved in basketball during the basketball season. Now they're switching over to lacrosse and baseball and softball, and then we'll be on to football and lacrosse again, and just wonderful though. Just, you know, trying to be a place where all the children of God can find a way to connect and belong.
You don't question if someone's a parishioner. I mean, if they have a need, you will take care of them. And
right,
kudos
and I think,
to you.
Right, I think every child of God is a child of God.
True.
And I think God needs us, especially now. I mean, look what's going through our world, right?
Yeah.
God needs us to be instruments of care, of compassion, of peace, of goodness, of welcome. Mm-hmm. The Lord really needs us to do that.
Definitely.
Right? In His name, all are welcome. Right? And so if there's a moment of need, if we can respond, we're going to do what we can do to respond to that need.
Mm-hmm. And I want to bring up your community meals. Once a month, Catholic Works of Mercy. You don't have to be a parishioner.
Right.
You just call it and they deliver them.
Right.
I mean, you can pick up or deliver.
Right, and that's been especially a blessing for so many of our homebound seniors. So, you know, we all know the challenges of inflation, but even before this round of inflation, honestly, there's a lot of seniors that are really struggling with food poverty. Right?
Oh, sure. Their prescriptions alone.
Right?
I mean,
so for us to be able to share, you know, a warm, homemade, flavorful meal, what a blessing. And here's just another good example. I mean, and again, I don't take any of this for granted, and I am humbled and inspired every single day by the goodness of our members. So we've been doing the Super Bowl of Caring. We did it in February, right? Our teens actually lead it. On Super Bowl Sunday, they stand at the doors with soup pots, raising money so that we can do this monthly community meal program. And with soul-stirring generosity, so wrap your mind around providing 4,500, 5,000 meals, not counting Thanksgiving, that's a whole nother package, right? So to do 4,500, 5,000 meals, it's about $18,000, $19,000, right? What did we raise? $19,000. Which means that over the course of a year, that anybody that calls St. Ambrose who has a need for a meal on the third Sunday of the month is going to be able to receive homemade, flavorful, home-cooked meal.
Which is fantastic.
What a blessing.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Truly.
Sure. And they appreciate it. When they call up, they just say, I just want to make sure I'm on the list for this month. I want my meal delivered. It's delicious. And again, that's the connection. You know, someone's knocking on their door and they're seeing people one-on-one.
Right, and just, you know, it's not just dropping off the meal, it's the connect points.
Oh,
it's
sure.
The, how are you? Good to see you. Can I help you? I mean, and some of the stories that have come out just of our members being able to help people they barely know, but to really provide the support and the help they need, just wonderful. The other thing that just really just is edifying beyond words is the thoughtfulness and the care. So whether it be the hearts on the lunch bags going out to the peanut butter and jelly, you know, people who drop off meals, dropping off Valentine's cards with them, to, you know, Sally, you need a ride, I can take you to your appointment. Wonderful. And that's the starting point, which I said is just a strong, wonderful, caring community. And all those little things we do keep building a stronger, more caring, more thoughtful, more loving community, which again, given all things in the world, we desperately need.
And it all blends together.
It all works to the good.
And it takes a village to make it happen.
It all works to the good,
Because
right?
you don't do it all. You have those wonderful people behind the scenes.
The best thing I can do most days is just get out of the way, Lori. That really is, right?
But thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Oh, I know,
mean, this
it's
is the
just
longest
great.
I've sat next to you.
It's good. It's really,
But
really good.
I mean, and you make it happen. You do. I mean, you.
God's grace makes it all
Exactly.
happen,
It
right?
starts with God, but
and
you are our
just-
leader,
I am
and you
just-
are.
There's, as I said, there isn't a day that goes by sincerely. First of all, I thank God for all of our members and really pray that God will continue to bless them for their goodness. And there is not a day that goes by that I'm just not humbled and inspired by the thoughtfulness, by the care, by not what they do as much as how you and others go and do it. It's a silly little thing, like it's the way that people are greeted when they walk in. Oh my gosh, wonderful.
Well, yeah.
Right?
You want to be welcomed.
Everybody does, right?
Yeah.
And we want to be welcomed when we stand before the Lord at Heaven's Gate, right?
You're right.
So the
You are
better we
right.
practice that with one another now,
We'll be ready. We'll be ready.
right?
Yep.
It's the perfect parallel.
Yep. So you were at a meeting yesterday, and there was a knock on the door, and you opened the door. So tell me what was at the other side of the door.
Oh, it was at the other side of a door. I mean, again, just beautifully, beautifully, beautifully thoughtful. Little Riley, right? Just she and her mom stopped at Mally's, right? And not that I need one more thing to eat, right? Because if you know anything about St. Ambrose, there's food in abundance.
Always.
But God bless Riley, she could do whatever she wanted in Mally's, and she picked out a box of chocolate, which I think you got to get some of as well, right? It's just beautifully, 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 humblingly thoughtful.
Yes, and that was just a perfect
Sweet,
thing to do.
right?
Yes, oh yeah.
Right, sweet.
I mean,
right?
you have all these things happening, and then you just have to stop and
Well, that's
treasure that
that's
moment.
the interruption. You could see
Exactly,
it
the
as a bother,
interruption.
or you could see it as God trying to interrupt our day in the most wonderful way to bless us, to allow us to encounter the Lord throughout the course of a day.
Thank you. Thank you for
Amen.
joining us.
Yeah, truly a pleasure.
So if you have any questions, any concern, call up St. Ambrose, and our front office team will be more than happy to help get an answer or help you through whatever you're going through.
How you holding up? Nothing wrong with getting help.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
You're watching The Bat.